Hello, everyone. I'm Rondia Coffer. Today, I want to speak with you directly about the next chapter of Mound Bayou story. Some of you have been asking whether another episode of Mound Bayou is coming. The answer is yes. While I was researching the next part of the story, one question kept coming back to me. Before the doctors arrived and before Mound Bayou had a hospital, who cared for the mothers, the babies, the sick, and the injured? Somebody had to answer the door in the middle of the night. Somebody had to walk through the dark dirt roads carrying a lantern. Somebody had to sit beside a frightened mother and remain there until the baby were safely born. The question led me to the midwives. Many of these women cared for their communities when hospitals were far away, unavailable, or would not serve Black patients. Some were trained by other midwives, some learned through generations of experience, and many of them names never made it to the history books. That is how Miss Hattie entered the Freedom Archives. Miss Hattie is a storytelling character inspired by the many Black midwives whose work helped families and communities survive. She represents women whose names may have been forgotten, even though their hands brought life into the world. As a retired nurse, I understood what I was looking at. Before Mound Bayou had a formal hospital, the community already had people providing health care. Their hospital may have been a small wooden house. Their lights may have come from a kerosene lantern. Their medical supplies may have fit inside one bag, but their work mattered. And the story does not end with Miss Hattie. Doctors eventually came to Mound Bayou. Medical organizations were found, and the community moved towards building something extraordinary, a healthcare system created to serve Black people during segregation. That is why I do not want to rush this story or stop before the doctors arrive. The midwives, the doctors, and the hospital are all connected. The full episode is coming. But today, I want to share how one question opened the door to an entire story. The Freedom Archive is not only about famous people, famous names, it is also about ordinary people who did not get their names mentioned in the history books, who did extraordinary things. And those stories came very close to disappearing. Now I would like to hear from you. Was there a midwife, a nurse, a doctor, a healer, a teacher, a musician, a community builder in your family whose story deserves to be remembered? Please let me know about that person in the comments. Your family memories may lead us to another story waiting to be found. I'm Rondia Coffer, a retired nurse and a curator of the Freedom Archive. This is how we move from chains to change, by refusing to let the people who carried us disappeared. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next story.